the news out of Washington. The impeachment inquiry into President Trump is rolling on with new developments every day. And the latest is a report out that Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was on that July 25th phone call between President Trump and the Ukraine President Zelensky. Now, of course, yesterday, you'll recall that Trump's counsel, Rudy Giuliani, was subpoenaed for documents amid all of this ongoing fervor in this impeachment inquiry. We want to go right to D.C., where we have our own Jess Smith with the latest. Jess, what are you hearing there?
Well, lots of moving parts here with this impeachment inquiry. Let's start with the news about Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. The Wall Street Journal reports that he was listening to that call between President Trump and the president of Ukraine. And what's interesting is in an interview with ABC before the rough transcript was released and before that whistleblower complaint was released, he said in that interview, talking about the whistleblower complaint, that he hadn't seen it. He was asked what he knew about the call, and he did not reveal that he was, according to the Wall Street Journal, listening to that call. He just kind of shifted his answer and talked about general policy between the U.S. and Ukraine. House Democratic lawmakers have already subpoenaed Pompeo for documents. The deadline for the State Department to turn over that information is this Friday. We'll see if they do comply. We also have to talk about Rudy Giuliani. House Democratic lawmakers have also subpoenaed him for information regarding Ukraine. They're not asking him to testify just yet, but they want to see communications that he has, all of his records when it comes to this Ukraine situation. In the letter, the Democratic lawmakers call Giuliani an agent of the president in what they call a scheme to use the office of the president to advance President Trump's personal interest. They also want to see some of the evidence that Giuliani has teased in public interviews and public statements, saying that other Trump administration officials may be involved in this. So they have a deadline for him of October 14th. We'll see if he does comply with that. He has said that he's considering it. So we'll see what happens here, Dan.
Jess, just a quick follow-up question. I mean, do we have any do we know anything about when we might get some sort of impeachment vote from the House?
I don't think we're there yet. We have a lot of steps in the investigation to get through before we're there. We know that lawmakers want to hear from the whistleblower themselves. So that is being arranged right now. They're trying to work out a situation to where they could hear from the whistleblower while protecting that person's identity. They also have a lot of documents to go through. They've requested documents, as I mentioned, from Pompeo and Giuliani. We know other people are talking to lawmakers and behind closed doors this week. So I think it's going to be a while before we get to a vote. But Speaker Pelosi has said they don't want to waste time here. So I don't think it's anytime soon, but they're acting quickly.
All right, Jess, it is developing very quickly. I'm sure we'll check in with you very soon. Thanks so much, Jess Smith.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.